Okay, questions about how Creative Studio version 7 does the fill. Does it turn all of the pattern, does it turn the pattern into polylines? And yes, it does. So here is an inside fill, and here's an outside fill. So I will right click and look at the nodes. I can use F7, and there you have your polylines. Okay, so that's not really what I would consider to be a good feature, but that's the way it is. Now there is a in Creative Studio 7 there's another feature that we can try. I have that selected. I'll go down to convert, and down here there's convert points to arcs, and if I click on this, we'll just see what happens here. I'll let it run for a little bit and see if it works through this. I'm going to pause the recorder because I know that it takes a while to work at this particular request. Okay, it's still running, and it's been running for a while, and I don't have any idea how long it's going to take to do this. This reminds me of, my XP computer with 512 megabytes of memory. When fill came out, it would take a while for the fill to complete, if it would ever complete. So this is still running, and it says we can hold down the escape key to cancel. So I think I would like to just cancel out of this and just not try this process. So I'll pause the recorder, and okay, I tried several things, and I ended up just shutting down CS7. So I'll bring CS7 back up. Okay, I have that fill project back up. So I'm going to try and see if there's any difference in what it does over here in the outside fill. I'm going to select it, right click, go down to convert, select points to arcs, and okay, I'll just click yes, and we'll see what happens here with this, see how long it takes to do this, if it does do it. And it may or it may not complete this function. Okay, it is still trying to calculate this, so I don't know how long it's going to take, but this is not what I would want to do in a project. So I'm going to try to escape out of this. Maybe I'll just shut down the program. Okay, on the right hand side, you can see, even though it never showed that it finished doing this, converting this back to let me check here, points to arcs. It never showed that it completed it. But if I right click here and I get my nodes, it shows that, yeah, it did convert this from polylines back to arcs. But the fill inside, it ran for quite a while, and I shut everything down, and it just never did finish the process. So this fill inside must be more complicated than the fill outside. So I don't know. That's something to investigate. I'm not sure what the problem is, if that's one of the problems they're working on. So I'm not sure exactly what goes on in this particular request. Like I said, I noticed that after it ran for a while and I shut everything down, over here it appeared to convert everything back to the arcs, but then when I shut down the last time, I lost this particular part, and I've done a fill outside. If I right click and get the nodes, you can see that it is polylines. So I don't know if that's something that is being worked on. I did notice that if I would take a part of a pattern and get my nodes, and if I did some dividing, I could turn a section of the pattern back into arcs. Here, I'll just divide this at this point, and I'm going to select another area to work on. I think since I have this divided, I will right click, select this part, right click, and convert points to arcs and see what happens here. See if it will complete that, how long it will take to complete that. And I'm thinking it's going to take quite a while longer than what I want to wait on. I don't know. Okay, this is something I'm not really willing to wait on to see if it's going to complete this. So it's not something that I would be willing to use as a feature. Hopefully, maybe it will be worked out where it does work. So I'm just going to shut everything down. Oh, well, maybe it did finish it. Let's see what happens here. It looks like maybe it took a while to do that section. I'm going to see what these are. Go down and look at the nodes. Okay, that's still polylines. Let's go over and look at this one. Okay, now that one is back to arcs. So how long will it take? A more powerful computer, maybe it would work. I have plenty of memory on this computer, but the processor is about the bottom of the bucket. So that's just giving you some ideas.